Okie dokie. So I am going to show you guys how to do add listings to the matrix now. So first, you should always make sure you have the listing, and you want to make sure you get it on the matrix um, in a timely manner. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. And last video showed you how to get all the documents. I've already downloaded it. I don't have a survey for the listing, so that's kind of something that I'm going to have to address. And so we're going to go in here and we're going to do the listing. So you're going to go into your matrix, into your members area. You're going to enter the matrix, and then you're going to go to your add edit button. You're going to go to matrix, add edit, and you're going to go and just add new listing. And the house that I'm listing is a single family house. Now, just so you know, if you ever have a rental, instead of adding here, you need to go down here and make sure you add that properly. And then if you're doing an off-market property, you can go to private per seller. So, but today we're going to do single family add edit. That is the most common item. I'm going to click on that. And I can search by uh, name for the property. And actually, it's easiest to search by address. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to type in 2106. I'm going to type in the word just Galen Hills. I'm not going to go with court because sometimes it's too long. And I should be able to find the address that I'm looking for if I selected the right county. But if I don't select the right county, this is what happens. So they can't find it. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to revise the search. And I'm now going to go to Montgomery County because that is the most common mistake that people make. So I can find it now, but I'm going to go back again and I'm going to show you what is the other mistake that people make. So they go ahead and they try to add too much information and it won't come up. So if court is abbreviated by the last agent, then court may come up, but if it doesn't, then it's not going to come up. So always just keep as minimal information as possible. You don't have to put the owner's name, street number, and city. Just go ahead and just do as little as possible here. And this is when less is more. Go ahead and hit search. And then once you find it, you're going to hit fill. So we're going to sell this home and it's saying, hey, you could do it as coming soon or active or whatever you would like. So I'm just going to start with, I'm going to try to submit the listing and a bunch of red marks is going to come up. Bam. This means that I cannot submit this listing without, um, without filling out this information. So you're going to have all this information. So it's kind of good to know where what information it is. So there's a couple ways you can do that. You can go back to your .loop and you can go into your single family input sheet and all the questions are actually identical. So everything that you find here is a page on the matrix. So you can go in here and work on there and have that information when you start working on the matrix, or you can um, try to fill it out as you go. But I promise you it's way better to have the information prior to. So we're going to go to listing information, listing type. It's going to be exclusive right to sell and lease. List price is going to be $525,000. And list date, I'm going to list it for next Wednesday. Expiration date, again, at the end of the year, on the very last day. There you go. And it is not for lease, and it is not for lot value only. And generally, section number, you see this 15, that's going to be my section number. Legal description or subdivision, it's going to be Spring Trails. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to type it in. There we go. And I'm going to run a search, and then there you have it. And that actually, when you do that, it helps people find your property better. Is it in the master plan community? No. And if you're not sure, you can go ahead and type it in. And I could be wrong. It could be, oh, look, it is a master plan community. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And it is yes. So generally, you're going to know if it's a master plan community. Master plan community means that it's going to have trails, it's going to have a community pool, it's going to have amenities that everybody in the community can use. And so makes it a master plan community. You should have known mine is a master plan community, but I can always be wrong. Um, so there's a little red mark and there's this red mark. Let's validate this page and see how it looks. I'm gonna validate, field missing information listed. So it's not gonna let me validate because this item is incorrect. That's not a problem because it's a future date. So I'm just gonna leave that there. You hit that. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go here and you're gonna get latitude and longitude from the address. So that way you cannot make a mistake. And there you have it. Done. And then the red mark goes away, property information. You generally want to fill everything out that's yellow, but even if it's not yellow, I try to see what it is and I try to fill it out anyways, because the more information, the merrier, and it makes your listing look fantastic. So appraisal is going to be the appraisal district, and it is not new construction, and I'm leaving that there. Um, there is everything is coming from the appraisal district. There is a three-car garage. There's a report, and then I am gonna say it's 0 to a quarter of an acre, no more than that. There are deed restrictions because there is an HOA in there, and it is recently building. It's also producing. You want to know all of these things. It is in a cul-de-sac. Being in a cul-de-sac is huge. And we have the water near it. There's a lot of ways, yes. These questions right here, there's no requirement for it, but I'm gonna go ahead and add it in because it makes everything look a lot nicer. There is a lake access. Recently, I think they just built a fenced-in area, so you gotta go talk to the client and see. So I'm just gonna leave that blank. There is no factor, there is no separate ice maker, there is a fireplace, and it is a fast, long fireplace. You want to make sure you do that right because I did make this mistake as a rookie. I did, it was just a wood burning fireplace and I put gas log fireplace and my clients had to put in a gas log fireplace. This is actually really important. I don't know exactly which way this house faces, but I think I should find out because I actually recently had a client that would only purchase a house that faces where the door faces west. Um, so that's pretty cool. The others, I can do a gas oven, I can do a gas cooktop or a gas range. And then I do have electric fire connections and washer connections. And there is no private pool. But yes, there is a pool area. There is no golf course, no stairs. Flooring is going to be, we have laminate. We also have tile as well as carpet. We don't have any airplanes outside. We do have a patio. We do have a sprinkler system. We do have a side yard. It is fully fenced. And those are just more things. The more you put, again, the merrier. So I'm not going to go ahead and I'm not going to try to fill all this out. I'm just going to go through it, but try to add as much information as possible. And then rooms, you're going to have all the room sizes. So a basic real estate agent is only going to have the room sizes, but a good real estate agent is going to have all the room sizes. Like I was talking about the bedroom sizes. So if you put 3 bedrooms, you're going to have at minimum 3 bedroom sizes, and that's it. But a good agent is gonna measure the living room, the kitchen, the game room, if any, the foyer, the office space. So that way people can visualize, and they can also see their furniture fits in there. So make sure you fill out as much information as possible. The financial information, yes, it is in an HOA. And also, because I own this particular property, I'm going to disclose that it is a MUD, and the owner is also an agent. That's really, really important. There are seller's disclosures involved, and the HOA might want to buy the house first. And again, we could do cash, conventional, FHA. The house is in really good condition. And then right here, exclusions are going to be that gym, the generator, and I forgot TV and wall mounts. All right. And it is not a 55, and yes, there is a maintenance fee, and I don't have the information, but it's just to show you how to fill this out. Showing information, this is really important. If you're on a team, you can find that team name by just typing in one word here, and it will populate it, and all you gotta do is hit go. So if I type in Benoit here, you can see that my Benoit Dream Team is there, but I can't really remember the number. And if you want to add a co-list agent, say if I wanted to add Trisha Salinas, but I don't know what her ID is, I'm just going to type in Trisha Salinas, and there she is. And I'm going to hit fill, and it adds in. You do want to add in the broker's number in case people call. Appointment number is not my number. You want to add showing service, you can add showing smart in there. And then the directions, I simply just typed it into Google from the closest main road, copy it, drop it in there, and then just remove all the extra spaces. And sub-agency is going to put 2%, and then I'm not going to do any sub-agency and variable compensation. Yes, maybe, no, maybe. And yes means that, say I'm going to give you 6%. Um, this is not my house and I'm listing it for somebody else, right? And it is 6% commission, but if the buyer comes and it's not represented and I do both and it's 5%, that means that's a variable compensation. You have to have that on the listing agreement as well as on here. But if it doesn't change, then you're gonna put no. So if your commission may change, then yes. If your commission is not going to change regardless of who the buyer's agent is or not, then you're going to put no. Remarks and tours. Make sure you describe the property really well. Put in your agent remarks. Hey, by the way, owner agent, this property is occupied. I got to put the dog away, blah, 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 whatever. And you can put that information right there and any additional information that you might want to share with that agent, but never a title company. And then last but not least, if I ever say, just go give it a try, if you don't do it right, they're not going to let you submit. So you're not going to mess this up. It's going to tell you, hey, you forgot, you forgot, you forgot. And so you're going to go back and fill this up until all the red marks are gone. But always save as incomplete. And throughout the whole thing, I didn't save as incomplete. I would highly recommend to actually go page by page to save as incomplete. And so now I can go to add edit attachments. I don't have any pictures right now because I'm waiting, but I can go ahead and choose my files. And I can put in SD exclusion mud seller docs. And then I can upload it. And once I upload it, it's there. So if I get an offer in on this property or somebody's interested, they can go ahead and pull this information out. So then I'm just going to save it. And then when I'm ready, I can add the photos in. And I would highly recommend a very nice home page. And then when you're uploading photos, upload between 25 and 30 or 20 and 25, but not like 50. It's way too many pictures, TMI. People are like, oh my God, too much. And then half of those pictures are probably ugly. So I'm sorry, didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but try to upload good pictures where the space is open and not so much anything that is compacted. So let's recap. If you guys need to go back and find the property again, you simply go back to find your name and the property. and you can edit from here. But let's click on it and see what our listing looks like right now. Let's see, is there a way to do it? Nope. Sometimes, yeah, it just tells me everything that I put in here. So you just go back to single family, add edit, and go back in. And again, if I want to submit, I can't. So y'all really should not mess this up. Always upload your pictures. You're always going to need at least 6 photos or more. And make sure your photos are high quality and high resolution. You got to manage photos. And I'm just going to go ahead and delete this listing now. I'm going to submit it, and it is now completely deleted out of the matrix. So that is it for my matrix training. Um, and again, about the photos, make sure you upload high resolution photos. For your homepage photo, if it is like a custom home, a beautiful with a beautiful front, then yes, use the front of the house. But if it is a cookie cutter house, please find something inside of the house that's just fantastic and use that as your home page. That's my tip for getting people to click on your listing to be like, hey, I'm curious. That the inside looks fantastic. Let me look at the rest of the house. And yeah, they're going to see the front of the house eventually, but you want them to click on your property. Um, and that's it for listings.